Right. We are live. Na 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 na. Come on, Ricky. Na 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 na. I don't know the words, but we won a trophy. We beat Chelsea. Whoop whoop. There we go, folks. And lovely Ricky, you were there. How brilliant was that? Me,
Yep.
doubting Ange. Oh my goodness! But you must have all felt it when that goal by Sam Kerr. I thought, oh, here we go. I
Yeah.
actually Jemison. I was like, oh, that's it. And then suddenly they started playing, and as soon as Stina got that goal, I thought and I just felt really good, and I thought we can do this.
Yeah.
That was as good as the Euros. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Oh, no, I was made up. So, sorry, guys. Had a few technical issues there, but we're here now. We're going to blame the Europa League and all that jazz. But yeah, we're here. We're hoping to get Emerson on at some point. And also Richard should be with us tonight. At the moment, though, we're talking about our glorious win. And I'm sorry, fellas, if you didn't watch that game on Sunday, you really missed out because you could see it on the BBC. It was fantastic. So,
Yeah.
Ricky, you were there. What was the atmosphere like?
It was really good.
I can imagine.
I was singing.
Lovely.
I was singing my heart out.
I bet.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Mark, I take it you watched it on the telly?
Yeah. It was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was exactly, it went exactly, not as regards the goals maybe, but it went exactly how I thought it would. It was a completely different performance from any of the other times that we'd played Chelsea. There was more passion, there was more belief, there was, the midfield was just, I think everybody just wanted it more, which was just brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, and we must mention MBE, our captain Little, and very well deserved for her services to football. But yeah, I think she ultimately deserved player of the match. But I think a very close second was Raffaelli, wasn't she? Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I thought she was amazing
deserved it as well.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, I don't know, because I was watching it on TV, and our lovely Caitlin Ford, and she was interviewed beforehand, and I found it a bit crass, to be honest with you, because the interviewer kept banging on about Sam Kerr. Yeah, we know what she's capable of, but I think that fired Caitlin up with her and Steph. It was like, hang on, we're Australian, we're good players. Next, and I thought she had a cracking game. I think they all did actually, and Maritz as well. She. I just think they were all on really, really good form. So, while we're still trying to wait to get our other guests on, co-hosts even, Ricky, any more songs for us?
No.
What are they singing there? What are they singing? I know, because I know they did the na 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 na, and then they also did Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, at the end.
Caroline. I would say Sweet Arsenal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And we beat Chelsea, yeah. And something else while we're just talking about that gargantuan win. Emma Hayes. I'm going to give her the respect she deserves as a female football manager. She has done very well at representing, well, certainly WSL football, and I'm sure grassroots as well. But I'm sorry, I did find her somewhat ungracious. I really did. And I felt the press conference she gave, afterwards. Oh, sorry, not press conference, the interview she gave afterwards. I just found it was a bit backhanded. I know that's kind of a way anyway, but I just thought, oh, come on, love. Get over yourself. How much have you won? But the only thing it was absolutely spot on. Yeah, it was right. Our girls wanted it more. Simple. Excuse me.
They actually did.
Oh, like I said, the atmosphere must have been amazing. Oh goodness, Emerson still can't find us at the moment. I'm sure he'll get there
Me
eventually.
and Emerson was there at the game.
I
We saw each
know.
other.
He sent me the photo. That is brilliant. Mind you, he gets a lot of selfies, doesn't he? My goodness, who did I see him put up tonight? Saliba. Bless him.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm waiting for Arteta. That's what I'm waiting for.
I want to
Okay.
get Jonas.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you know what? Did you see that? I don't know if it come in the form of a reel, but an Arsenal reel. Jonas was talking about the chap who was at last week. Well, sorry, the Sunday before's game, and I don't know if he wasn't wearing a coat or something, but Jonas actually said, "If we win, I'll give you my coat." And he was getting interviewed after the match, and he said, "Yeah, he gave his coat to this supporter." I thought that was really sweet, and I loved his little quirky. Well, yes, and I hope Andy does give me another coat. I thought, yeah, I'm sure they will, Jonas. I thought that was really sweet. And I think one thing we can say, oh, hang on, I'm going to come back to chat. We've got some chat in a minute. But one thing I can say, even if we don't do anything else, at least we got silverware now, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally, I'm going to say forget the league. If by miraculous whatevers we do it, fair play. But I'd say concentrate on the Champions League now. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
See how far we can get. At least we've got silverware. And I was down in the cup was a little bit the Continental Tires Cup, but when you see the effort they put in to supporting women, it's been I think it's been really good actually with women's football. So no, I think that was a very good cup. Right, okay, I'm going to jump into chat at the moment. Sorry, do excuse me, folks, because Jay will. Right, Cannon Fodder TV, Mr. Alex. Good evening, all. Good evening, Alex. Colin Young. Oh, my moderator. Thank you. Let's go, chatty chatters. Ricky really kicks on if that like button gets smashed. Right. Yeah, hit the like button, folks. And massive congratulations to women's triumph over Chelsea. Oh, this is gargantuan, end of. Yeah, it was just, I was just so buzzing. I actually nearly had a tear in my eye. And I'm not normally emotional like that. Oh yeah, Colin, you're so right. Hardware is our favourite way. Definitely. Okay, brilliant. Right, I'm now going to review last night's game. Arsenal v Liverpool at Meadow Park. And you didn't go, did you, Ricky?
No. I'm going Sunday's game though.
Yeah. Okay. I think first of all we can say the weather conditions, they weren't the best. And that because I don't know which one you watched it on, because I had the choice of FA Player or Arsenal.com, and I went for Arsenal.
I watched it on the FA Player.
Yeah, right. Okay, you went on FA Player. Mark, which one did you watch it on?
I watched it on FA Player as well.
Right,
to be fair, I think the commentary team and everybody was there, and the cameraman deserve a medal.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Because the conditions were terrible.
Yeah,
you couldn't actually see the other side of the pitch at sometimes.
Yeah, no, it really was. I'm going to be honest.
Very good result again, though.
Oh, I'll come back to that. But I was saying to the other half on the phone today, when I listened to Arsenal Men's and when I listened to it on Arsenal.com, I love Dan Roebuck. I really love Dan Roebuck. He is brilliant. It's slightly biased, but brilliant commentary. Whereas this chap, whoever he is, he was nice. And some woman from the BBC, because he mentioned that. It was nice, but I know it wasn't the most exciting of games, but I don't know. I just found it all a bit flat. And I think if we've had a better commentary, it would have made that match better, if you know what I mean. But yeah, back to the actual match. Yeah, I think the first half. I mean, because I'd said to you, Ricky, hadn't I, about Leah's goal had been disallowed, hadn't it? So because she
Yeah.
was offside allegedly. Unfortunately, I'd gone off
I
to sort
don't
of
think
pull her
she
out.
was offside though.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I really couldn't say, to be honest, but shame she didn't get that because that would have given us 3-0.
Because even people on the Arsenal thing, the forum, they even said she wasn't even offside. She was
okay.
onside.
Oh, that's fair enough. But yeah, we got our 2 goals. We didn't concede. Fair play to Liverpool in the second half. I think they upped the ante a bit, didn't they? But nothing to really test Arsenal. But another point, this is where I was really hoping to get Emerson on, or maybe Richard. When I'm a bit terrible. I looked at the team sheet and I thought, who's missing? Steph Catley. Now I'm still not 100% sure if she's actually injured or not, because somebody said something about she was wearing one of those leg boot things. So I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know, which I would find a concern, as I've just been sort of prattling on about. Yeah, we need to get into do really well with the Champions League. So but on the whole, I think that was a good enough result. I'm glad it was played yesterday. Get it out the way, on to the next one, which will be Reading, which I was going to preview, but I'm just going to hang on a bit longer because Emerson's having a lot of problems trying to get connected.
I believe we're on the telly on Sunday, are we?
Yeah, we are actually.
I believe I think we're on Sky, are we?
Yeah, we're on Sky Sports. From 6:45.
So that means you're going to see me on TV.
Yeah, that's it. We're looking forward to it, Ricky. Woo! We're looking forward to it. Yeah, we got that one. Okay. As I say, well, I can't. Oh, I'll tell you what. I did get some notes on Women's Academy.
I'll be in the North Bank.
Sorry?
I'll be in the North Bank.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. We're going to look out for you. Wave at us, love. Wave. We'll be looking out for you. Yeah. Yeah, the FA WSL Academy League Southern Division. Arsenal are still top of their table with now 41 points. And they actually played Chelsea on Sunday, ironically. And they won 2-1. And Michelle got a brace. So well done, Michelle, because I was thinking of her actually. So that's one. And I'm going to say a big thank you. There's the Arsenal Women's Fans Forum, and there's a smashing chap called Jonas on there. And the other one is the Arsenal. Sorry, I can't remember. They're 2 big groups, and there's another chap called Kevin, and both of them are pretty informative on academy stuff. So that's a great help, actually. So as I say, going back to, I can't really talk about the academy boys at the moment, only that I was very pleased to see that Jack's boys were doing well. They had a good win, and I make no secret of it. Don't know about you, Mark, back in the day, but I love Jack Wilshere. I just do. I know he's had his problems, he had the injuries, but I'm so made up for him to be back at Arsenal coaching.
I think he was an outstanding player when he played for us with the men's team.
Yeah,
I love
definitely.
Jack.
Yeah. What is there not to love about him? And I think he's just so good for the boys. And actually, I'll bring something in here. Sorry, do excuse me. Sorry, but Sess is back, isn't he? Because he wants to get coaching badge. How do you feel about that, Mark? How do you feel about that?
I think that's a good thing.
Do you know what?
There's with the I suppose you could see it as a continuity with the Spanish connection, being able to give Arteta a few pointers as to who he thinks might be able to step up, sort of thing. So
yeah, and a great experience for the young guns again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
few salty comments over it, and I thought, look, that's past. Move on.
yeah,
And also, that another argument is, well, Wenger didn't want him back next, and that's no disrespect to Wenger, but managers have their reasons, and that's the end of it. But it's all past, and he was a great player for us.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm very happy to see him back. Sorry,
To be
and
fair, there wouldn't be many ex-players within the last probably 10 to 15 years that I wouldn't have back,
yeah, no, I get
because
that.
they've all contributed to the club in some way. They've all, obviously there were certain players that haven't worked out, and it's the same at every club, but you've always got to, I think, respect them for that.
Yeah, no, I entirely agree. And sorry, while we're talking, um, Colin Young, 1-0, United, oh Man U, sorry, over Betis currently. Okay, right, nice. Okay. Right, I'm whizzing through this actually. So I think we're going to go back to initially our cup final. Ricky, so how did you travel down there? What was your mode of transport?
I went by train
Yeah.
and with my mum, dad, and my brother,
Uh-huh.
and yeah,
Okay. And you found that an easy journey? Yeah, it was pretty easy to
yeah.
get to. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But I thought they should have played at Wembley.
Well, that was interesting because Ms. Hayes said that, and I thought that was interesting to see if you're there next year. But no, that's me being a bit mean. But yeah, it's a big final end of, particularly for the women, without doubt. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it must have obviously generated something for Selhurst Park, I'm sure. So, and it's I mean, what is the capacity at Selhurst Park? I don't know. I didn't.
I
Yeah,
think it's
sorry.
30 something.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, and I don't. I should have
I'm
taken
still over
notice.
the moon.
Haha, cool. So am I, love. So am I. And it was a sellout, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes, I
but
think they
there was
said it was a sellout.
yeah.
So
some seats there that I saw that was just like bare
Yeah, I'd
on the
seen on
bottom.
the two big Arsenal site, as in the women's ones, certain women that wanted to come down then couldn't, for whatever reasons. But I think that's always the case, isn't it? It just
Yeah,
happens, doesn't it? For whatever reasons, you can't suddenly get down. Okay. Oh, Emerson's just come in the chat. Yeah, we know Emerson. Yeah, that's a shame, actually. Having internet problems at my end, so that's a shame. Okay. Right, as I say, I'm whizzing through this. This could be a rather short show. Um, what I was going to, and I haven't really done, going back to this preview on Sunday the 12th at Meadow Park. So we're at home again, which we'll say is an advantage. Arsenal versus Reading. I did look actually, I'm going to have a quick look again where Reading are at the moment. I think, are they one below Liverpool? I don't know. I need to look it up. I didn't write this down. Just going to have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. Bear with me, folks. Thank you. Go to women. Let's go to the table.
the ninth.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, ninth at the moment. We played them before, didn't we? This is a return match, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did win, didn't we? Don't know how much by a
I
goal,
think
but
so.
yeah, it was a pretty easy win as I remember. Yeah, so hopefully it will be again. But I do feel that the girls are pretty fired up now.
yeah,
I mean, all right, the ones who are the lower down the table, then yeah, it is technically going to be. But I say it's going to be easier. But you just sometimes they just it comes good for them, and they'll put up a good fight, won't they? Which, in
Yeah.
fairness, their supporters, fair play. Um, but yeah, I mean, look, we've finally done it with Chelsea. We need to keep up that momentum. Man U's going to be the other big one because they're still currently top. So yeah, that is very
Yeah.
much going to be, yeah, the ones to fight. And even Man City to a degree, isn't it? It's just watching them and watch what they do. Because I think they've gone down. Chelsea have gone up to second, and Man City have gone down to third now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just. I think the confidence will start to come back now. I think that's what they needed, was they needed that win to sort of like to give them the belief that they can sort of kick on.
Yes, absolutely. Right, I'm just going to go into chats again. Yeah, because say Porrison's really having some problems here. I'm just going to show that up actually. Yeah, Emerson. For me, met my friends at St Pancras and got the train to East Croydon and then another to Selhurst Park. So a little bit of a trek. Oh, and Emerson's also saying, let's just show that up. Right, the capacity at Crystal Palace is 25,000 plus, and the attendance was 19,000. So that's a good turnout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good turnout. What's Colin saying to us? Right, Colin's saying, any want to do some Arsenal fun? Oh, go to Totten Rotten website and read the club manager honours. I'm surprised. Well, actually, considering Mr. Conte has had some ill health recently, wasn't it, with his gallbladder? I'm surprised that he even turned up to the game match. I didn't know he was in the country, but there you go. And he has also said that he probably, well, certainly won't be there by the end of the season, which should hardly be of any surprise. But next. Okay, right. So we haven't got anybody out saying this is the only problem when you've had a big men's game on before, and it's trying to get people in the chat. That's why I have that for anybody listening out there. I've said next Thursday they've got Europa League. It starts at 8 o'clock, so we're going to take a break next week. We'll come back the week after. So yeah, because it is hard to get people on the chat. The other thing that, because thankfully to Alex set this up really well, it was on Monday, so I really advertised this between the two big Arsenal women's groups, and lots of people, especially on the Arsenal Women's Fans Forum, and they were very interested, and I keep saying please come in on the chat.
Yeah.
They don't. That's a frustrating thing. Because I can understand on something like the Arsenal, which is where I found you and Emerson, Ricky, and yourself too, Mark. But
yeah,
there's a lot of women on there, but obviously it's very male dominated, and it's predominantly going to be about the men's team. So I get that. You know, you were a lucky find. It is what it is. But yeah, and like I've spoken with Alex, and he keeps saying if we can get more women on the show, which will be absolutely ideal. But the problem is, X amount of the women aren't actually watching the women's game. That's another big issue, and it's sad. Actually, it's really sad. Yeah. I wish they would. I mean, it's great, like yourself, Mark. You know, you actually enjoy the women's game, and I will keep banging on. Sunday was just an amazing game. It was fantastic to watch. It was it was fast paced. All right, it's not going to be quiet on the guys.
I think the only thing I would say to everybody, to encourage everybody, would be to have a look at the success that we had originally from when the team was formed, and how successful we were. Because I know they touched on it on Sunday with where they mentioned it in commentary, where with Alex Scott scoring the goal to win the Champions League. You know, I don't think there's a lot of people now, as regards sort of maybe the fan base that's coming through now, know just how successful we are as a women's team.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's very true. Very true. Although, to be fair, once again, on both the big Arsenal women's sites, they do, it show the history of it. But yeah, I do get what you're saying, Mark. Right, okay, Emerson. I'm just going to, because he's on chat tonight. The match surprised me, but Arsenal game plan was spot on, and they dominated the midfield and some nervous moments at the back. Yeah, that is pretty much it. But it just made for a thrilling game, and I think, to be fair, a clinical game is never gonna. It's not gonna be entertaining to watch, is it? You need the fight. There's always going to be a few little mistakes, but yeah, Arsenal were the hungrier, dominant team, and yeah, it was just a joy to watch. It really was. And I love to be proven wrong. I truly do. When it comes to the Arsenal, I really do. Right, John Gooner in the house. Evening, Gooners. Belated Happy Women's Day. And if it wasn't for my nan, I'd have been a Spurs fan. Well, yes, actually, I do know that, John Gooner. So God bless your nan. Bless her. Yes. Right. And actually, that was really apt as well. That nice win for Arsenal. Yeah, very happy. As of Sunday as well as yesterday, but very happy Women's Day. So, right, Emerson back in the chat again. The Liverpool match was a good result, but with Chelsea and Man U winning, we need to play catch up with Man City. Yeah, I will agree with that totally. Yeah, we can't worry about the other two. And I've said it before. We just the unthinkable happens, but I really can't. It's just been too practical. I cannot see us winning, the WSL League. That's why, I would look.
I think it's very much with that. It's like the same as the men's. Really, you've really only got to beat what you can only. You've got to try and beat what's in front of you. You can't worry about any other teams around you as long as you get the results. We try and get as many wins as we can, and then see where we end up.
Yeah,
that is all we can do, and I will put it out on there. If the best we can achieve is getting the silverware for the Continental Tires Cup, I'm very happy with that. We've got silverware. I think me and Mark, when we spoke before the show went on air last week, and I'm sure the same for you, Ricky. We are big supporters of Jonas.
I love Jonas.
Yeah, I do. I truly do. It's really good for the women because I'll tell you something, if he wasn't, we would all know about it in some way, and you can just see the rapport he's got with them. And also, going back to the World Cup, I loved it when he was coming on with Alex Scott and Righty, and you can't shut him up. I love all that, so I want to see him back, supporting the women's football again with that little Arsenal bias. I love it all. But no, he's, if that's the best they're going to do, I will settle for that. But I would like to try and have a really good, sorry, I'm going to cough in a minute. Sorry. To have a really good run in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Can only but try, can't they? Sorry, excuse me.
Beth May cried.
Sorry, so sorry about this. Yeah, I saw that. Well, she made me feel emotional.
Yeah, she made me feel emotional as well.
It's lovely. Sorry. This is the one thing I didn't want. Sorry. This is why I was really hoping I could get a couple more on because this cold is. Sorry. I'm just going to come off air a minute because I'm having a coughing fit. You'll have to speak.
So when's your next match, Ricky?
Sunday.
You going Sunday? Yeah.
Yeah, going Sunday.
Excellent.
I'll be at the North Bank if you watch it on TV.
Is that we home?
Yeah.
We're home, I think, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think What do you think the team will be?
Don't know.
Do you think he'll keep pretty much the same, or
probably the same.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you for that. Yeah,
You're right.
sorry, I was listening to your comments. Well, I don't think really he can't change it that much, can he? With him,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah. There might be a few tweaks here and there, and like I said, it should be a fairly easy run. But then, yeah, you know how it goes. You can't take that one for granted. But yeah, it's at home again, which I think's a good thing. That is a good thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just going to go back to chat at the moment. Colin Young. Oh, no, this is interesting. Yeah, thank you, Colin. Is Todd chap bags of cash trying to take over the women's game too? Well, I'll tell you what. I did notice his face. Mind you, he's a bit of a funny chap, full stop. But he didn't look overly impressed, did he, when you saw him? Which I thought good. But yeah, do you know what, Colin? You could have a point there. You could well have a point there. Mind you, the problem is he's got no idea tactically. I mean, fair play to Emma Hayes. She'd know exactly who she wants. Well, she did try to get out Katie McCann, didn't she? But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, he'd throw it around. But yeah, how much say would she have in it? That is an interesting concept. Right, I'm just going to go to Colin again. Hey, smash the like button, chatty chatters. No surprise, freeloading here. Beat the like button for the women's team hosted by Ange. The best beer. Bit past my date at the moment, but I'll be back. Oh, right, Emerson. The academy was win for the under 18s, 4-1 to Arsenal. And the under 21s lost 1. I can't remember who they were playing actually. Was it Chelsea? I can't remember. Position 6 with the under 18s and under 21 6, and to promote the under 21. So they are action this coming. Okay, he hasn't told us quite when. Okay, all right. Okay, hang on. We got some more here. Monday. Against Brentford, under 21 Premier League's second cup, on their way to Crystal Palace in the league. Okay, right, that's cool. I just want to check my notes. Is there anything I've missed out? Oh, that was something else I was going to ask you. Back to last night's game. I did ask Emerson on my little site, I think it was, or one of the sites, who got player of the match last night?
I think it was
because I kind of switched off actually. Because
I was trying. I thought I'd found out, but I don't.
Well, I saw somewhere it was Stina. Emerson said yes, but when I was talking to the other half today, he reckoned somebody had mentioned Manula for her first half, and I thought actually, I think I mean, I love Stina, I really do. She's a great character, and she'll come back. You know, she will come back. She's slowly getting there. Yeah, I think that one was a bit hard last night, to be honest with you. I think that one was a bit hard now.
What's your feelings about? Because apparently she was offered as part of the deal to try and tempt Russo.
Sorry, who
would you have liked to see? Personally, I don't think. I'm glad that deal didn't go through.
You mean, yeah. Do you know what? I was once again talking to Steve, the other half, and he said, I really feel that's paper talk, you know, in the old-fashioned terminology. But, yeah, I'm going to agree with that because she hasn't been with us that long. And also, not being rude to Stina, why are they going to give away?
From what I've seen of her, certainly this season, I think she's been outstanding. So,
yeah.
Well, she certainly filled the void anyway.
Yes, without doubt. and her style of play, she's bringing, she's bringing, drawing more players in, isn't she? It's not
Mm,
just like she's that sort of, yeah, by the whatever box, and yeah, just hopefully, oh look, I'm here, pass me the ball, I'll get a goal. Hope you know what I mean. She brings more to the game
yeah,
than that. I personally don't think that's true. I wouldn't like to think it's true. Actually, I think that'd be wrong. Right, I don't think that'd be Arsenal style, to be honest. And my God, if they're offering and in the excess of
yeah,
£500,000. Either they're going to say yes or it's a straight no, isn't it? And we can understand why they said no,
yeah,
obviously, because of where they are and what she offers. But yeah, I personally don't think that's true. I would not, I wouldn't be happy if I thought it was, but I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
it
Me
is.
too.
Right, let's just have a look. Oh, hang on, John Gurner. Congratulations to the Arsenal women for beating Chelsea, one more trophy than Harry Kane. Well, yes, you're absolutely spot on there, John, mate. You really are spot on there. Yeah, no, this was just so massive for us. For women's football, it was just so massive, really was. And yeah, it's a psychological aspect to it because, all right,
Definitely.
Man U are very good, but yeah, it's just been this Chelsea, hasn't it? It really has. It really has.
Yeah.
Yeah, without doubt. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading this here, Colin. Oh, no, poor Emerson's still trying to get off, bless him. It's so annoying when you do get technical issues. I do get that. I really do. It is very frustrating. I don't know what's happened to our Richard. He said he was coming on. We haven't seen Richard for a couple of weeks now. And oh, if I don't to my laptop. Oh, that's better. Yeah, and he hasn't been able to get on. I'm just going to quickly message him, actually. It'd be lovely to have Richard back on. Oh dear, bear with me a sec, please. Sorry, guys. Bear with me.
Did you hear today that apparently the league season's been brought forward?
What, for the women?
Yeah, WSL has been brought forward by a week.
Oh no, I haven't at all. I've missed that one totally.
Yeah, no. Apparently, I heard it's now finishing on the 27th of May.
Yeah, on the Saturday.
I'm going to make a note of that, actually, my little notes, if I've got a pen.
It was something to do with a clash, but I don't know what the clash was.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look that up.
With the Premier League.
Oh, hang on. I might have seen something. So, sorry, what date is that again? The 27th?
Yeah. And it was a clash with the Premier League.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'll do some more research into that. Okay. Interesting. And that's the other thing for the women, isn't it? You're always playing second party to the men's, aren't you? You see that with the way the games are rearranged, and it's
I can't go to that one because it's sold out.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, yeah, sorry, and just say, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, Richard's having some technical issues as well, so we got the Gremlins tonight. So sorry about that, folks. Anyway, come on, Ricky. Have you got any more songs for us? Like, what were they singing? What were the girls singing?
Stina Blackstenius.
Right, how's that go?
I can't remember.
So that's the problem because I don't go to many matches.
Like Stina Blackstenius.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's lovely. She's got
something like that.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, as I say, I only know that. And then my daughter told me off because she said that none of us are singing it properly. And I said, I'll be quiet because I actually did iPlayer and played it back. And the girls were all huddled together singing. And she went, oh, no, it's not. I said, oh, leave them alone. I said, look at the moment. I thought, none of us really sing it right. It doesn't matter. And of course, they'd done Sweet Caroline, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes. Sweet Caroline. Well, sweet Arsenal.
We should make our own song up about Arsenal.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely. Right, hang on. I'm just going to get a bit more chat. Richard reckons he's coming on. Really great to see Richard again because he can talk for me. But you guys are doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much. You realise now you're going to be my regulars
I think he
forevermore.
wants to go out.
You're part of the crew. Oh, how's your wife doing, Mark? Because she had the horrible dentist today. How's she doing? He can't hear me. Right. We've done that one. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, thank you, Colin. Yeah, thumbs up, Blackstenius. That's the player. Yeah, she is a damn good player. She really, really is. Oh, John Gooner. I hate Sweet Caroline. It's a rugby song. Well, yeah, okay, I get that bit, but well, look, if that's what the girls identify with, that's fine by me. That's absolutely fine by me. It's not a problem. And of course, the other one was can't think of his name. The young singer, Paul. Was not Paul in quote. The other one, Linda Robson's son. His song for Arsenal.
Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis. Sorry, that's it, Lewis. Yeah, I heard that one playing as well when they won and they're sort of huddled round. I'm not going to attempt to sing that one. I really will murder that one. But I just think it's lovely. I just love the following. I think there's as much, maybe even a bit more that camaraderie with the female players as there. And I think this is what I love seeing now about what's happening in the men's team, which we've lacked for so long with the men's, haven't we? We've really lacked that, especially with the younger players. They get on well. I think it's great.
I think there's a lot of integration between, obviously behind the scenes, obviously that we don't see. There's a lot of integration with the men's and the women's.
Yes,
as regards they'll watch each other's training sessions and things, and so they're trying to create that sort of one club feel, if you like.
Yes, I know Mikel and Arteta, they obviously have a lot of conversations behind the scenes, but we never get, the only time we saw that is when they did their joint, contract thing, isn't it, at the Emirates? But yeah, that goes on regularly, which is great. And we are seeing more snippets now, actually. Oh gosh, Captain Morgan, he's trying. Oh, bless him. Come on, Captain Morgan. Come on, please. Come on. You see the photos now, don't you, where we've seen Beth. Oh, he's here. Hang on. Oh, quick. Woo! Captain Morgan's here.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, evening.
Hi.
Good to have you back, mate. Warm welcome.
I had a program that corrupted, so I had to reinstall Windows.
Oh, wow. Blimey, you were quick.
Yeah, it doesn't take long once it's all loaded back. It was just waiting on those drivers. So fortunately, it didn't take too long.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, because I was like, hopefully.
How is everyone?
Well, yeah, I've had not a bad cold, but it's been a real annoying head cold, and I'm getting more of the cough. Last night, I watched that match, and all I kept doing was sneezing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was quite a good match.
It weren't bad. We were just laughing, actually.
It was a bit controlled, wasn't it? I mean, once we'd scored, it didn't look like there was anything else other than a win, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we were saying earlier, Liverpool up the ante. They had some good tactical changes. Well, it's never going to be good enough, but yeah, and that's fair play to them. It was just one note, and funny enough, once again, talking to the other half today, it was always going to be a bit of an anticlimax after what we witnessed on Sunday, wasn't it? That was just such a brilliant match to watch. And I'm going to keep calling these men. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the chat. But my goodness, you missed a damn good game. They really did. Such a shame. They should have watched it.
Yeah, I mean, going sort of 1-0 down, you
Yeah.
in that you sort of started to worry that it was going to be a repeat of that FA Cup final, but
Yes.
that's off to the girls this time. They took the chances that came their way. Which they didn't do in the FA Cup. So I mean, it's nice to actually get those. I mean,
I
think the first one's a bit fortuitous, isn't it? The way it came to Blackstenius. Manu had a poor shot. It rebounded to Blackstenius, and to be fair enough, she was composed and buried it really well. And then we just seem to want it more. So
yeah, that's it.
But it's nice to get that first trophy under your belt, isn't it?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Get it, one for a while. It's nice to get under your belt, and you can move on to pick on the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I was excuse me, I was saying earlier. Sorry, I'm being practical. By something miraculous happens, we are not going to win the WSL, but we can have a damn good crack in the Champions League now. I'll be very happy. They can only but try. If they play with what's the word I want? The tenacity, they can get somewhere. I think I really do. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. Emerson's just saying about. Pardon?
Yeah. All I was going to say is I think we need to just play and get back to that defensive solidity we had at the beginning of the season. Yeah. Just try and work our way back to that.
Yeah, I get that. Sorry, Emerson's just given an update because I think everybody now knows on this channel Mario Cozy Dubry. He suffered an injury, but it's not as bad as feared. No break. Looks like it was ligament damage only. Not sure how long for.
Well, hopefully it's only bruising and swelling and not serious ligament damage, and it's more to protect. It's just swollen to protect the joint.
Stina Blackstenius.
Oh, here we go. I can already answer this, John. Right, Ricky. Right, Ricky.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right. John Goon is asking you, Ricky, who is your favourite player?
Who's my favourite player?
Yeah.
Well, out of the girls.
The women. Yeah, not men.
Yeah,
my favourite player is Beth Mead.
Yeah, I know how much you love Beth Mead. I haven't known you very long, but yeah, I know you. Don't we all love Beth Mead?
Well, I love Beth Mead and Vivian Miedemar and Stina Blackstenius.
Yeah, do you know what? The girls are all amazing, but yeah, I'm in exactly the same category.
Oh yeah, and Leah Williamson, because she's one of our own.
Oh, this is something I'm going to bring up. Right, I didn't realise Captain Little, MBE, very well deserved, she is now 32. How long do you think her wee little legs are going to keep playing?
She's the same age as me, 32.
Right.
I think she could go another. I think she could probably go another couple. I mean, you've got to think the athletes today take care of themselves quite well, and what she does is read the game very well. So she isn't having to bust the gut. She moves and gets herself in position and is able to dictate play that way without overextending herself. She makes it, like all good players, look easy when it's not really that easy. But I think she could probably go another couple of years quite easily if she takes care of her.
I think so.
She stays injury free.
Well, because the other thing I was going to say, Who else is going to take penalties like she does?
Yeah. Let's
Seriously.
be honest, there was a clear a second one that was clearly denied us as well. I mean, so which begs the question: why aren't the women's authorities looking at having VAR in there? So,
And I've got a song for you all to sing.
Right, go on. We got a song coming.
John
There is a girl from England, Mido. She scores the goals from off the wing. Mido, the girl does good. We know she would. She plays the game like she should. Beth Mead, footballer, plays for Arsenal. Mido's on fire. You're terrified. Is terrified on fire. Your defense is on terrified. Oh la la la.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, and John Gooner, yeah, as you said, brilliant, really, really good. Yeah, John Gooner said my favourite is Katie McCabe. Well, John, of course it is, because you, like myself, we are big fans of Shaka, so she is the female equivalent, probably worse in the sense of her temper, and I rather like that with the somewhat boring commentary. I don't know which Liverpool player it was, but that was,
I can sing Katie McCabe's one.
Oh, go on then, go on, yeah, sing Katie McCabe's.
We got Katie McCabe. I just don't think you understand. She plays on the wing. She hits with a sing. We've got Katie McCabe.
Fabulous.
That was that was definitely one I heard yesterday, I think.
Oh. And Emerson's just saying to us for Captain Little, MV, she's got 2 more seasons. Well, I'd like that. I mean, we know Leah's going to be the natural progressor.
I love Leah.
Yeah,
when you love Shaka, really.
Actually, yeah, just sorry to bring up the men's, but Ricky, who's your favourite male player?
Saka.
Yeah, I mean, he is the chosen one without doubt. Mine's actually.
And I like Party as well.
But well, yeah, very good player. No, I like Gabby, big Gabby. I don't know why. He just makes me smile. Oh, Colin, no, not the X.
I'd have to say our captain, I think.
Oh, listen, Captain Odegaard, I'd trolled him soon as he come to us on loan. There's not many things I'm good at with football, but I knew he was going to be our player. Yeah, I knew he was going to be our player, and then as soon as we got him back permanently, I
would actually have to stick my neck out and say I think he's probably the best captain we've had since Tony Adams.
There you go. And I loved Patrick. That's who I come in with, Patrick. I love Patrick. But yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
I like Patrick Ferreira.
Oh, listen, he was my captain at the time. But yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, Mark, I totally agree. It's his professionalism. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's also rubbing off, and I think the idea of now of having what they've done now of having like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 captains, is rubbing off on the team, because you've always got people that if somebody goes off on a substitution, you've always got somebody that knows what they need to do. Somebody to step up. Whether it be Zinchenko, if he's captain, or Odegaard, or Xhaka, and I love this idea of the huddling. I don't know whether it will catch on in the women's game, but that all the huddles that Arteta does. I know it's not strictly probably within the rules of the game, but I just think it's such a good idea when there's a break in play.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if the opposition goes down, that's normally for them to waste a bit of time.
Yeah.
So why don't we use that time to our advantage by putting in a huddle and then getting his point across?
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. Oh, and sorry, John Gooner's just saying, great singing, Ricky. You would have been great in the North Bank. Yes, there you go. Nothing like a good chant. Colin Young, except Beth doesn't hit the 45th row with her shots.
Yeah, he
You
said
wait till
earlier,
she's got her bionic leg, knee repaired, whatever it is. You just wait. She'll
Yeah,
show
you
you.
just wait. She's gonna
No,
come on. She's gonna come back and fight.
she's got something to prove. She's got something to prove, and she really is truly Arsenal. She really is an Arsenal player without doubt. Yeah, John Gooney, you're right. Yeah, we finally got a decent captain, and also, like I said, I saw this geezer from day one, and I thought, yeah, you are a true Arsenal player, never ever in doubt, and he is the natural choice to lead. But like you were saying, Mark, you've got many strong, good characters in there. And so I mean another one, such positives as well, haven't we? Jorginho's suddenly come along, he's loving it there, he's making really good positive vibes. I mean, Shaka's born again, isn't he? Bless him. I think that Shaka was always there, but with the likes of some of the other so-called stars, it just all went rather toxic, didn't it, at that time?
Yeah.
It wasn't gelling.
he didn't have a quality around him
Yeah.
that was a problem. When you've got dross around you, you're not going to be able to perform to your best. And now he's got better players around him. He's looking like the player he is for Sweden. Switzerland, sorry. It's just one of those things that it's taken him this long to get to that stage for us. But as long as we do our bits we need to do this season and finish the season off, all will be good. I mean, I'm going to the ladies buying game with a daughter. She's got some club level tickets, so we're going nice.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it's actually quite surprising because the price of the tickets for club level in a women's game, there's £160 difference between what you're paying in the if you were going club level in the men's game. You're paying nearly £200 a ticket in the men's game per person, and that
club level I have.
Yeah, it's nice up there, but you can't afford to do that every men's match. but at that price for the ladies, you can do it for the ladies pretty much every time.
I like getting close to them anyway, so.
Yeah, that I could get. I'd love to do a Meadow Park game, but it's partly ticket availability and
that's why we wait till they go to the Emirates, because you've got more chance of getting a ticket to watch the ladies at the Emirates than at Meadow Park, and it's easier to get to as well.
Yeah,
especially for us, we're South Coast, so we're getting on the train and then having to going to get into the Emirates is quite easy from there. But you get on the train and then try and get to Meadow Park. It's easier if you drive. If you drive, which we don't. Colin
said that I'm behaving.
Colin behaving. Well done, Colin.
Well, that'll be a first, Colin.
Yeah, well, yeah. Say anything. Didn't want to say anything. Actually, I should call Colin out now. Colin, come the summer when it's transfer windows open again. I know he's going to say, what female player would you like to come to Arsenal ladies?
And it can't be Granite Xhaka.
I'll probably say Russo.
Sorry, who?
Russo.
Oh, Russo. That's an interesting one. That is a really, really interesting one. I don't know. I've got a gut feeling she won't. I'd once again prove me wrong, and I'm very happy to be proven wrong, but I've got a gut feeling she won't.
I think she will, because she's really good friends with Beth Mead now.
Okay, so Captain Mead. Okay, yeah, I like Captain Sacco. Yeah, I'll get that. Agent Sacco. Sorry, right. Emerson Kozer, what are your views on Bayern Munich in the Champions League?
Tough draw.
I think we can win.
It's a winnable. It is winnable.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to be. You know what the German teams are going to bring, especially Bayern, but you've got to beat the team in front of you, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So I'm just answering Colin Young's question. Yeah, we do know. Yeah, we know who it is. Alicia. Alicia. She's a very lovely looking lady, but I did see her posing again in some TikTok whatever. And I'm sorry, I'm being really old fashioned. I don't think that promotes women's football very well. And I love the way our girls are predominantly keeping it real, personally. To be taken
it's not just her fault when you've got.
Yeah, okay, I get that. So.
You've got there are and I picked it up on before. There are YouTube videos and channels that just sexualize her, and it's
I agree with that.
They don't look at the talent she's got. They're not worried about that. They're not worried about the woman's game of football. They're just they're sexualizing a woman who's out there, and that's wrong. And some of her TikToks don't help herself, but why can't she do that? She's earned that right to be able to do whatever she likes. So, but without having
a degree, I'm going to say to a degree, because once again, it's thinking about the club you play for, what is deemed as appropriate. I'm not saying she's done anything really badly inappropriate, as far as I'm aware.
No, but you should be able to celebrate yourself.
I get that.
And if she stepped over the line, then it will be have to be looked at. But as long as she's not stepping over any lines and she's being professional, then I don't see the issue. It's just.
Yeah, no, that's a fair comment. Colin just said, I'm not talking about the commercial, Alicia. I want the fighting player. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean...
No, absolutely.
And... Yeah, I agree that Bayern are a very good team. Like most German teams, they're good with what they do, but it is a game that is winnable if we play our best, and we will have to be at our best.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we win on that day.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight when we go to the Allianz. It is the Allianz Arena. I think they're playing that. And then when we get them over to the Emirates. Make that home advantage count. It's not going to be easy, but I think we've got a good chance of winning that time.
On the first one, it's my birthday.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your birthday.
Thank you.
You doing anything good?
Probably going out with my friends.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, well, as I said, that's my daughter's the birthday present to herself. She's going to and she said, "I want company, so you'll come in, Dad." I said, "Well, fair enough. I love women's game anyway." So,
when's your daughter's birthday?
My daughter's is the 13th.
Oh, my one's
so Monday. Yeah. So So she's going to we're going to watch Bayern for a thing while we're up there. I'll probably buy her something from a store, a little something from a store.
Oh gosh, yeah. For the armory. Do you know when we were up there back in January? Because I mean, obviously that it was buzzing then with the Arsenal Chelsea match, and we didn't even tempt the armory, but the one round the other side, the smaller shop, yeah,
Yeah.
and that was heaving. But I really wanted a key ring, like for my
It's all right. I can mute it if you want to put it down.
So yeah, did manage to get that, but yeah, it was heaving. And I'll tell you something, they sure make some money, don't they, out the merch? My goodness, do they?
Oh, yeah, but that's what you expect from any club. If you're on site and you on a match day, you're wanting people to buy the merch.
No, of course. Yeah, I get that. But
I know the club levels have got some decent little bit of stores and bits up there as well, so it might even pop into those ones.
Yeah, it's all part of it, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
get some photos of the stadium as well, Richard.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. I mean,
with the wraps. Yeah.
I think if you've looked at my face, I know you're on my Facebook. I posted a lot of the when we did the stadium tour with Charlie George as the guide, and that.
Oh right, oh that'd been excellent.
The VIP ones, yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out actually. But yeah, get some of the new wraps. I love those new wraps.
Yeah, we're going up. We'll probably go up a little earlier to do that because and then we can have something to eat, and we might even pop into the Tollington and have a drink beforehand.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Because it's slightly different when you go club level for the women's game. You're not allowed into they don't allow you into 6 o'clock, whereas at the you can go in a little earlier on the men's games at club level. There's a lot, but that's fair enough. It means we can have a little bit of wander and do a few things beforehand.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. No, it just adds to it all, definitely. Sorry, Colin's just saying here, the Arsenal ladies are doing all this with 2 of their top players out for a good bit. Well, throughout the whole, time they got injured. And you know what, Colin, thank you. It is really impressive, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very much.
It's amazing.
Because we haven't got the depth that Chelsea have got.
No. And I mean, even though you lot, Blackstenius has been doing a very good job. She isn't what you'd say is the prolific goal scorer. She will miss chances, and she's not like Sam Kerr that puts chances away when she gets them. She doesn't gobble them up. But I mean, I think that will probably be the area we need to look at, dependent on, because we have struggled without Vivian and Beth. I mean, and it's been noticeable in
very much
not like the FA Cup game where we had the chances. Had Vivian been or Beth been there, those chances would have been buried. So, but we tried. We tried in the window and in the January window. It just wasn't to be, and maybe we'll revisit some of those possibilities. But I mean, it's really just who's available and what we're willing to pay, isn't it?
Well, one thing's good to know, that certainly money's been allocated, that if we need to go in big, we can. So that's a great positive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Its availability is. I mean, Emerson's just said Russo and the other and another Dutch midfielder from Ajax, Lisa Doon, is my target. And actually, this is and a centre half as cover for Williamson and Raffaelli. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I think that would definitely make sense. Definitely. Right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up soon while I'm still on a roll before I start coughing again. I'm just going to say, Richard, I don't know if you managed to actually, well, no, you probably wouldn't have caught the show, obviously, you know, if you was rebooting up your laptop. But yeah, as I say, just to sum up, back to our glorious win, Richard, how did you say, what was the key thing that you saw with Arsenal women on that Sunday?
Well, we wanted it more, and
yeah, we did.
The biggest thing is that, and it's the same thing that bugs me with the men's team, is the efficiency in front of goal. This time we were efficient and took the chances that we got, but take the FA Cup one, we had chances and we didn't take them. So we need to be a bit more efficient. And we were clinical in the final, and there was a desire, and you've got to love those celebrations and from them, and I think it showed what it meant, and what, and you saw Ian Wright in the dressing room.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah,
and you know he's a big ambassador for the women's game anyway. But it's nice that he's there showing his support. And as I said, I think I messaged on the group on the day, he had his granddaughter in the stands with him. So,
right, is his granddaughter? Oh, brilliant!
I'm sure it was his granddaughter.
Right. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah, no.
I know he said before she's a big fan of the Arsenal ladies, and aspires to be, wants to be a footballer at some stage in her future. So it's nice, and it's not. I mean, talking about that, there was a bit on one of my news feeds come up that the government have actually agreed proposals for all girls to participate in all sports across the curriculum.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, so yeah. Sorry,
it's now being ratified and is to be pushed through from this point onwards. So
brilliant.
Within the next couple of years, it should be implemented. I don't know how long those bits and pieces takes, but it's actually been given the go ahead. So.
No, that is brilliant, because I mean, and it was Woven Moy's open letter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been it was pushed and pushed and pushed. They've been pushing for a while, and it's nice to see that the government have finally taken notice and taking action. So hopefully that will improve the intake of numbers into the women's game and improve the women's game even further. Thank you, Colin. Yeah, the wife did it. It was getting a bit messy.
Oh, that's so funny. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up while I've still got a voice. Thank you, moderators, for coming in. Thank you, John Guna. Brilliant. It's a shame for Emerson, but I'm sure that'll all be sorted for next time. But brilliant to have our Richard back, because he is my co-founder. I couldn't have done it without Richard. Thank you so much. And our new panelists now, Mark and Ricky, your superstars. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we're just going to see everybody out. Come on, Ricky, while I can still try and sing. The Arsenal, the Chelsea. Woo, woo. Promise I won't sing anymore, guys. Anyway, thank you. whoever was viewing this, come in the chat next time and hit the like button. But thank you so much. Good night. We won't be
everyone.
on the airways. We won't be on next week. We'll be on the week after.
Take care, everyone. So
Yeah.
be safe.
Right.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care.